What's up, guys? Thanks to anybody that comes into the stream or anybody that watches this later. Much love, and thanks to everybody that was in the last stream. You guys are awesome. And I hope everybody has had a good day that I didn't talk to earlier. So on and so forth. Alright. Not played this in a while. I want to say like a year. Seems like it anyway. Alright. We'll share it. So I may get whooped this first game. It's been a while. I gotta get back used to playing this. I'm gonna be getting the new one soon, as soon as I can though. Hey Cola, thanks for coming in, and big shout out Lisa Cook McCall. She's a member and sponsor for the channel, so y'all check her out. Anybody that comes in or watches this later. We're about to get going. I think I'm supposed to do the training, so it's kind of doesn't take long though, if I remember. Seems like I have to supposed to do it though. Or you can simulate. I don't think I want to do that. Yeah, I need to anyway to figure hell. I don't. It's been so long I don't remember the buttons. I remember how to hike it. Oh God, it's gonna be rough. I just upped the difficulty last time I played too. I'm gonna get this. This might be rough. It's a practice game. It's been a while.
Guys, we all watched the film from yesterday, and I hope everyone knows it wasn't good enough. Today's practice has got to be great. Ready, break!
Gain a first down. See. So you do that. Should come back to me.
Set, go! Here we go. 60 outlaw. Ready, go!
Oh, get it. Damn, we barely got that one.
Ready, 90, war, hut, hut.
I think it makes my players better doing this, so.
Hut, hut, hut. All right. Small steps in the right direction. That's what we've been talking about. And you know what? Today you took a lot of those small steps. I'm proud of you.
Sweet.
Keep it up.
Did a good job. Alright, play game. I just see get hold of a second. Yep. Kenyon Drake. I got his autograph card rookie now. That's something I'm going to show in a video, but it's my running back. I got it for pretty cheap too, I think. That's awesome.
Hey everybody, it's the Coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the Miami Dolphins and the Denver Broncos. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, it's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an
And this is like the quarterback franchise thing. This is where I got drafted to, so it's not like I didn't pick this team to be on.
As their guys get set to
I
match
have a regular Vikings is my team, but I have a regular franchise with them and an ultimate team with the Vikings, which Miami's cool too.
Look at this Bronco team. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to
I wonder if Kenyon Drake's still on there. I don't
They're teetering
even know.
a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game. So they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
But we might lose today. It's been a while. All right, let's go. Oh, I get the ball good.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This will be taken short, and he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. First carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at 45. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. And here now we'll look at the Dolphins' offensive unit.
And congratulations on their win last week, but they didn't get a whole lot of time to celebrate it on Sunday. They were right back to work on Monday, but you have to do things differently when you prepare for a Thursday night game. Because normally you'll take some time off. Here you get right back to work on the game plan mentally, and probably not put any pads on until you play again Thursday night. Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And he finds Stills, complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 37. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
On first down, Drake.
Oh, there we go.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league that's told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz to stop that one for a short game.
What makes a good run blitz? A good run blitz.
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a third down. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. They'll run with Drake. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stopped him short at the 14. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Oh, dude.
And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their veteran quarterback, a former Blue Hen out of Delaware. It's Joe Flacco.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers. Because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did.
I still remember what plays I used to do.
The coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They'll find Lindsey here. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at about the 14. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football.
Back to the ground.
Now let's talk about Kenyon Drake. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season. Right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those points. Here's 2nd and 8. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one. It's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
We got 4.
Back to throw here.
Stills
bringing it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st down, it's Drake. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have.
They're doing good on that.
Third down now.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he's confident. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. On third down, Drake. He'll be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves,
David Scott, that's
what all the guys are looking for.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at the first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on fourth down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt.
Yep,
and possession will switch hands, first and 10.
He retired and then
decided
not to.
About kicking He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter.
They'll end up going all the way this year, I bet you.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football. And they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
We're going to find a decent down passing play here. I don't remember.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Second and 3. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
3 minutes. Yeah. I used to live close to the Tampa Bay Stadium at one point.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw.
Oh!
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. It usually develops.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection.
I was in Hillsborough County. I don't remember the address.
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way.
There was a pier close by.
Sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10.
I doubt it. We're going to try something.
He'll drop to throw. It's complete. Stills.
Out of bounds. There we
And
go.
he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Damn it, I ain't got no timeouts either. I don't want to do this. Shit.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
Damn it. By the time I get to it, the damn clock's going to tick down.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half.
Y'all
So
see that crap.
Just a field goal separating these two teams.
I should have kicked the field goal before that play before that. Like an idiot, I did that crap.
Here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports halftime.
I'm going to check my dinner real quick while they're halftime reporting.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and CD in a minute.
I'm
First,
rusty.
it's time to take a look at what we've got coming your way this weekend in the NFL. Good games all over the screen there, one being at MetLife Stadium. A big one for the Jets as they'll square off with the visiting Arizona Cardinals. Excellent games in the late afternoon window as well, one being out in Los Angeles, where it'll be the Rams taking on the Buffalo Bills. And then lastly, the nation gets a good one on Monday night between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, in our game, not much happening on the scoreboard, just a lone field goal in that first half. For the call of the second half, maybe we can get a touchdown, fellas. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Throw it back in the oven and turn it off.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half.
See it? A little over an hour that was ready. Oh, hold up a damn minute. What's this? Message.
These offenses seemingly still back.
Hey, Peace of Love TV. Thanks for coming in.
3-0 our
Big
score
shout out to
as the
Peace of
second
Love.
half gets underway. And that'll carry over
don't
the
have
back
her,
line
be
of the
sure to
end
get her.
zone for a touchback. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Well, they're still looking for that first touchdown.
I was
here
coming
in the
for
third
them. I had to
quarter.
get
All
rid
they
of
have
that.
so far
I've
to
been a little
field
rusty on
to
this.
start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Oh, I got 3 points.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Flacco.
Oh, get it. No. Oh, that's a
Incomplete,
bull crap.
almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet.
Should have been
Great
intercepted.
time for
Look
the
how I had
first,
it.
but instead it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see
All
some
right,
pressure here.
defense. Shut them down, damn it.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Well, that's complete to Sanders.
Didn't get it.
And they'll get him down about 3
No
yards
first
short
down
of the
for you.
first. He
Punt.
gets 7 there, but it brings
I need
him
to score,
4th.
damn it.
He has now hit number
I need a
500.
touchdown.
Charles,
Quit
that is his
playing around with these
500th
people.
NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And out will come the
I'll take
offense
that.
as they take
screwed up.
over. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They were winners last week in that game against Kansas City, and they are on top right now as well. They've got it 1st and 10. They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Try this. My trusty go-to. Block.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Oh, almost got the first down.
Kenny Stills. It's a 15-yard
I'm going
pickup,
for it.
but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They're able to locate Wilson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin 1st down.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
Touchdown, man.
After that
one, quarterback so far.
They were hoping to get the stop, get the football back.
There we go.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Miami 1st down on the 14-yard pickup.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down. They're starting to take over in this game.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And he almost had it defensively.
Had to throw it.
Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's him. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
What the hell?
Been to enough practices to recognize what we saw there. That was good coaching, right? Taking care of
the hell just happened?
It, making sure you don't give anything up. But boy, oh boy, that's hard for a lot of quarterbacks to give up on a play, isn't it?
Yeah, but he did the right thing. Protect the football because I think you saw what I saw. There was really nothing downfield.
Well,
nothing downfield. If you try and force it, sometimes you turn a bad play into something way worse, and you can really hurt your team that way.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Yeah, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Flacco going to bring up the Broncos 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Flacco. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Wow.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 3rd down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. He'll dump this one off to Lindsey. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
Flacco's throw there complete. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling has been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Once more, it's Flacco. And that is incomplete.
I barely got in there. Probably, yeah, they're going to have to go for it, I guess.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. This is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal...
And look at this. They get the target, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 35.
He finally got me.
And he'll bring this one back to the 29. He was looking that time for Stills.
That's not good. Screwed that up.
They get the pick. Now what can Flacco do on first down? And they will not
Hopefully
get the connection there. It's incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Flacco. And that is incomplete. Coverage had time by Bobby McCain.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball,
and
we see yet another errant throw as a result.
All game here, probably.
They're going to try it. Here's Flacco looking for the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. So the failure to convert no doubt really hurts, but this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help them big way. So
they're going to let it go to 2 minutes also.
The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in.
Just run the ball.
They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish
line. There we go.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Running, it's Drake. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Drake.
Stop that.
He's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. They'll look to throw. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Finally got a
Kenny
touchdown.
Stills, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. There you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass of the new season.
And he had a strong rookie year. So much more expected of him this one, as you might imagine. He threw that one with confidence and assuredness.
And I noticed that the celebration a little bit more subdued than his first touchdown pass last year as a rookie.
Yeah, he certainly is acting like he's done it before.
They're trying to get me to go for two. They're not going to be able to score.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And he's got it to make it now 13-0.
Yeah, one. Should win.
Just a 4-play drive that time. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Flacco and the Broncos now down by 13. A little over a minute and a half remaining. And they're in danger of a third straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Here's Flacco off the play fake to Lindsey. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very
Get in. There we go. Finally got a sack.
Taken down.
That's what
they
you
sack him back at the 33-yard line. With a sack, it's Ziggy onside. To pass, Flacco. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
He got it.
You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And this is intercepted.
Oh, I got it. Intercepted.
Picked off by Bobby McCain.
That was me. I did that.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. That one looks like he'll throw here. Going deep here for Stills. That's
and he called it.
The 20.
Wow. I was just screwing around.
For the Miami Dolphins, and they did it in shut-out fashion.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys are nails out there.
So for Miami, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Buffalo Bills.
All right. Oh, I said the Buffalo Bills. Is that who I'm playing next? About to go see if I can throw my clothes in the dryer. If not, I'm going to have to walk up to the other one and see if I can do it there, I guess. You message. Okay. Advance week. So all this will save. Yeah, thank you, Beast. Yep. Oh, I'm playing the Bills. They're 1-3. I might get another victory. Up the difficulty, and I'm playing teams that are not doing good. Which is lucky. I haven't played this in so long. So I think I won the Super. Yeah, I did. I won on rookie, but it's on pro now. Anyway, I'll be back. I can use the bathroom too. Food's ready also. Oh, goodness. Well, I got lucky. Got another hour. One dryer open. Damn woman's still down there doing clothes. Alright, I'll be right back. We'll get to it. Play one more. Alrighty. It looked like it's about to damn storm out there. By the time my clothes are dry, they'll probably be raining like hell. My luck. I was about bet money on it. Help take my shoes off. Actually, I put mine on 80 minutes because I'm like, if it ain't done by then, the hell with it. Which I'm gonna check it before that. So damn, I'm gonna go back down there probably about 8:30. So, well, after this game. Well, I guess we'll do our weekly practice. Oh, cloudy there. Yeah, it is here too. A little windy too. Supposed to warm up later this week.
Fellas, we've got to have a great practice today. There's no other option.
Or in a few days.
We've got 17 weeks. We strap it up and we get better each week. This is one of those times.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go, let's go, let's go! 60 Pittsburgh! Hot, hot! Set, ready. 30 pace, let's go. Go.
Oh, not good.
Ready, ready. 50, plan, set, go.
Should have just threw it down every time.
Okay, break. Let go. Ready. Ready.
Hey, Hey, you know what, man? That was pretty dang good. And you know what's really scary? It gets me even more excited.
I'll take
We're only
this over.
scratching the surface of our potential. This team...
Oh, there's the man. Oh, upgrade. Upgrade. Let's see, what should I do? Cool, well, that helped. We got another one. I already did that, so why do they keep... I don't get it. Anyway, play full game. Oh, we're kind of evenly matched. So it says. My record's better, but... Oh, quarterback. I'm much better. Quarterback. He's better. Yep, they're 1-3. Oh, they got Derrick Henry. Oh, goodness. I didn't know that.
Oh, Henry! It's the coach. You're set for Madden football on EA Sports. Coming up, the big
We're getting
man.
straight to it.
Autumn has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at New Era Field in Orchard Park. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now, we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now the pass hauled in by Kenny Stills. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 44-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Balaj. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It appears he'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be third down. On third and short, Drake. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it first and goal. A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on first and goal.
If I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I go right at him.
Oh, no.
Middle play. I go quickly.
No.
Tackle, because right now, they're
What do you mean
down a
injury?
little bit since they didn't stop him
Oh,
on
hell
third down.
no. That's no good. Oh, Lord. It's holding his wrist. Hope it ain't broke or something. Oh, goodness.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's
That
second and
sucks.
goal. Here's a run with Balaj. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking?
And he's in. Touchdown, Miami. Kalen Balaj, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive.
Barely.
Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused,
See,
and
this
they're locked into
elbow
everything
will
that they're
not be
doing.
able to return for this game. Oh, goodness. That sucks.
Set down the kick this away, and off it goes.
Along. Like the next game.
That's fielded in the end zone.
That sucks.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So now the Bills getting ready to go on their first drive. Commanding the offense will be the 7th overall pick of the 2018 draft. It's Josh Allen.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win.
Last game,
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up third and about 6. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Keep the ball away from him.
Throwing is Allen on third. And that will be incomplete.
Shoot.
Those passes out that far
Good
wide
defense.
always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
This is taken around the 12. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now let's talk about Kenyon Drake. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season.
Yeah, he's injured.
They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down this stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. And Oliver coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately. I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, with the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
He got it. It's complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38.
Good
and that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. They'll run here with Balaj. Nice to find a lane, but instead...
Oh, no, they done took another running back out. Oh, my God. That's how it's going to be.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hell.
2nd and 10. And Stills bringing it in. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 22-yard line. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense, and you can see
because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
I'm going to let it go to 2 minutes. Run the clock out a little bit before halftime. Just for the hell of it.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They run it with Balaj, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now Balaj. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
Pulling like hell.
Give it here to his running back. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I'm going for it. Hell with it. 4th and inches. Hell, if they get it, they'll be in the end zone. No, we need to go goal line.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Get it.
They'll try and run with Balaj.
Got it.
Takes it
Touchdown.
into the end zone from a Dolphin touchdown. Kalen Balaj with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 14-0. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game. And typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
They get the ball back, I think. Yep,
Allen to throw once more. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10.
Well, we're too far for a field goal.
Now Allen going to throw again. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Draw play. This is Yeldon. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey, where it was the Giants who pick up the victory.
You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Ready to get this done and over with, each dinner.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Watching last night.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Yeah, let's
that hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
After the penalty, it's Henry.
Get him. Jeez.
Now that gets back some of what they needed, but they're still stuck here with a 3rd and 13.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to make it.
Goodness.
And he'll get this one just shy of the 45-yard line. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. A 1st down carry for Henry. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Allen's throw into the hands of Brown. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills 1st down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 34. On play action, Allen.
Get him. There we go.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Longacre able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
After the sack on first down, Allen, he's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee.
Oh, injured.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player.
What you get?
We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, it's Allen.
Oh, I'll be
Beasley. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed cross. That'll be taken in by Beasley.
Touchdown.
Buffalo.
Back in it.
Beasley. His fourth touchdown on the year as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much you try too hard. You don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
Took my starting running back out.
So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start with a give here to Balaj. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. The veteran Jerry Hughes drops the hammer in the backfield.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Hey, Sam and Alyssa fan page. Much love. Thanks for coming in.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going deep here for Stipp. He's
he caught it.
Complete.
Yes.
A big play there for the Dolphins. And even 40 yards.
Let's let the clock go to the 4th.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. Offensively with the lead.
I'm doing pretty good. Thanks for asking. Hope you are.
You also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still intact.
Man, I was
and at the
almost
same
in there.
time, not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense.
Not
with
really.
extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Probably just any kind of racing games I like in sport. I just like all kind of different games. Damn, 3rd and goal here.
They come out here in the eye. This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is 3rd and goal.
And they sacked me. Damn it.
And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit.
Football is definitely one of my favorite things. We play a lot. We stream a lot of Fortnite too.
That's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah,
that should seal the win for me.
It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender,
I haven't aged
you
yet.
go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went.
Got to do all that after this game. This will be my last one for the night. I'll be getting off of here.
Allen now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. To the air. Allen out of the backfield. It's T.J. Yeldon.
Defense, we are good.
So he stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And this one caught up easily.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness. Defense.
What do you mean?
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question.
I injured somebody.
Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Allen to throw. They go with a screen. It's Yeldon. He'll get the first down.
Seriously.
Inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Good play on there, Clark.
His first touchdown on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. They're probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
They get
they're
going
to be onside
kicking
kicking here.
good. And now
they should be
anyway. More
anyway.
interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one.
Oh, and they did do an onside kick.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Damn.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Balaj.
Oh, there you go.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
They can use their timeouts.
Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over.
Oh, I need a first down here badly.
3rd down. And it will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
Can I challenge anything? Nope. Yep,
here's
punt.
Matt Hawk now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. He hits it to 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Allen and the Bills now. Down 17-14.
All right, defense, up to y'all.
80 ticks to go.
Tell them to turn into a good game.
It's hauled in by Doxson. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. They'll look to throw.
Get him,
a big tackle there.
No, he did not.
One of the most difficult things for a defender to do. And think about the speed
that
he brought down. If he gets away, he's likely gone.
How did he catch that?
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them.
That was almost
now, and I know the guys in the NFL.
Should have been an interception. Damn, they only need a field goal, too.
They're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And he finds time.
I'll be damned. Now
he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 33. Back to throw. And a grab by Croft. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown.
Oh, my goodness.
Here in the final seconds.
Damn.
So the rules of little faith, guess what?
They got me.
They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest.
What a game. Good God.
Or a play that they just knew would work.
Well, I got the difficulty right.
Saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that.
I should have won this.
And they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks
they
like
played.
The winners.
They came. They did good. Damn.
Extra point attempt to follow here.
7 seconds left. Screw on now.
And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory.
Goodness.
That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays.
That is crazy.
And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown.
What a game. I'm glad I screamed this.
This one taken from the 7.
Even though I lost. Good game.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Hail Mary.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that. But also, you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw.
He lost. That's the first time I've lost in a long time.
Make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that
Hell of a
pressure.
game.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off,
damn, they came back and killed me in passing
to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Buffalo,
what a game. Well, that's going to be it for me tonight for streaming and playing and everything. I'll be back tomorrow. We'll give some shout outs before I get off of here to everybody that came in. Advance. Yep, we play the Jets next time we play this anyway. Try to make it sooner than later. It's got so much different games to play. It's not enough time. All right, guys. Well, I'm getting off here. Big shout out to Sam and Alyssa fan page. Thanks for coming in. Big shout out to Peace and Love TV, David Skywatch, Cola, and Lisa Cook McCall. Thank all you guys for coming in. We not sure how many likes we got, but anyway. More to come, guys. Until then, y'all be safe out there. Keep your eyes, your ears open, and always keep it real. Love you guys, and I will see y'all later. Much love.